So, Joji just released his new Roblox game. I also recently released a Roblox game. It's called Oxford Response. And basically, the point of this video is I want to play his game. And since I feel like I have the credibility to judge a Roblox game now, unlike before, I'm going to play his game. I'm going to review it. I'm going to give my honest opinion so you don't have to. So here we go. Young Street, Ontario. Straight off the bat, the game doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't look bad. I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the logo. I'm not sure I'm a fan, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna judge the game for the game, right? Now, one thing to note. You have to pay to join this game. You have to pay Robux. I think it's like 75 Robux. I don't like that, Joji. I don't like it, and I don't think many people like it either. Anyway, shall we play the game? Right, so there's a dealership here. There's a lot going on. That's the first thing I noticed. And personally, I think a lot of people get a bit overwhelmed when there's too much going on. I don't like all the vehicles everywhere. However, it runs pretty well, and the UI seems pretty simple. So, let's go into the dealership. Let's get ourselves a car. Joji has, he sent me a lovely grant of $10 million. There's not many vehicles to choose from. Obviously, this game is in alpha, so it's not out. It's not, like, properly out. It's probably why it costs money. Now, you can see there's a few vehicles to choose from. Not very many. Judging by the vehicles, they look pretty decent. They're giving, like, Greenville style. They're giving Greenville style. We're gonna get a white one. It functions quite well. Everything functions quite well. You do get some games, by YouTubers especially. I'm not gonna name names. Sorry. That don't work. They're terrible and they don't work at all. However, this game, like, look at this. This is pretty cool. So let's spawn in a this Corvette. I'm not going to review any of the audios or anything. We're just going to give the game a play. We're going to give it a play. Right, so we click the on button right here. All right. Car looks pretty decent. Let's give it a drive. Okay, so it is auto. For some reason, when you shift up, it goes into reverse, and I don't know why. Then it goes into neutral, then into first. I feel like that's probably not normal. Anyway, let's give this a drive. This is really cool driving. I have to say. Like, even my game, I mean, my game is great. You should definitely check it out, Oxford Response. Two totally different games, so we're not even going to compare them. This is obviously a driving-oriented game, so it's going to have better driving. As I was saying, even my game doesn't have driving like this. But yeah, my game isn't a driving-oriented game. Oxford Response is more of a roleplay experience. And we'll beat this entirely when it comes to roleplay. Anyway, this is more a driving experience. The driving is really cool, I have to say. Like, look how cool the vehicle is when it drives. It feels really smooth to drive as well. Joji's team and him they've done an amazing job with the driving physics, the tuning and whatever. Look how cool the drifting is. Like, you can literally just pull a nice drift. A lot of smoke going on, but you know what? It's fine. We've got two people sat here. Let's see what's going on right here. Hello, hello. But I do like the vehicle physics. Like, look, you see how, like, the body, like, tilts forward when it brakes? Really cool. Let's look at the map. The map does actually seem really well made. I've seen Joji's been sending me some stuff when he's making the map, and also Richard. And yeah, I mean, very, very nice, well-made map. I'll be honest. Like, some games, even Driving Empire, some games, and obviously making my own game, I noticed, like, you have to be so perfect. It's a lot of work to make a game. A lot of people don't realize it's a lot of work to make a game. And like, even things like the curbs, you have to be so precise with them, otherwise, like, you kind of just get a mess. Do you know what I mean? It accumulates into this mess, but they've done an amazing job. There's no gaps. Like, they've done a really nice job lining everything up. Like, everything's on the floor as well. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. We do have a few little hitches here. Well, I don't know why the grass is sticking up, but I'm not gonna overanalyze. I'm not gonna be nasty. I want to check out some of the teams. So we've got dealership, pal type. We've got a bunch of teams. I want to join the police team. Here we go. All right, we're on the police team. There's a lot of people. What the hell is that? Halloween candy. Okay, that does not look like candy. All right. Anyway, they got a lot of people AFK farming, which is it's a common thing in games like this. It's a common thing. They should have added protection against it. I'm assuming there's probably not a lot to do if they're AFK farming, which obviously the game being an alpha, it makes sense. I don't think there's any police cars. That's what I'm a bit concerned about. I don't think there's any police cars, so that is not very good. I don't see any spawners anywhere, and I also didn't see any police cars in the dealership. So, with that being said, I don't know about that. Let's check out a different team. I think these are all roleplay teams, which again, don't really like that. We've got a merch store here. It's not open yet. One thing I have to say a bad comment about this game. I'm sorry, Joji. One thing I have to say about this game is there's a lot of stuff going on. I said it at the start, like, what is all of this? All these images, like this YouTube thumbnail style, like, I don't think it fits the game. I really don't think it, like, look at this. It doesn't fit the game. I think the game is a very detailed, nice looking game, but then you have this like tacky YouTube thumbnail sort of thing. I don't like it, so. However, they definitely have put a lot of attention to detail. Like, look at this. There's a lot of images on the side of the building. It's a bank. It shouldn't be like that. They should chill out a bit. Okay, it's getting quite dark now. I wonder if the street lights work. I don't know if the traffic lights or anything work. I don't think they're moving or changing, which is, again, another shame. I don't know if the game wasn't done, then why was it released? I don't know. Anyway, okay, the streetlights do work. Okay, fine. You know what? I need to stop being nasty. The vehicles are their strong point. They are really nice. They look amazing. I mean, look at the headlights. When you turn them on and off, they fade on like halogen light bulbs. This game is it's like aiming to compete with like Southwest Florida in Greenville. I wouldn't say it's a driving empire competitor. I wouldn't say it's like a game like mine. This is a Southwest Florida competitor. Southwest Florida, Greenville. Now, Southwest Florida, I feel like it's a lot cleaner to drive in. I wouldn't say the map is any better than Southwest Florida either. However, I do think this map beats Greenville. I'm gonna be totally honest. I think the map beats Greenville. They've done a pretty good job. It's like a decent size. Sometimes people make the mistake of making their map too small for cars. And I feel like they've made a great decision when it comes to size. Obviously, this is based in Canada, so obviously Southwest Florida is based in Florida. Greenville's based in Greenville, Wisconsin. This is in Canada, which obviously probably looks a little bit different. I want to look at some of their game passes as well. So they've got custom car paint, 69 Robux, double job earn. Again, like, would you buy that? I don't think you'd buy it, would you? I don't think you'd buy it. Because there's nothing to do on the jobs and you don't get anything out of the jobs. Double pay speed, I mean, I guess you want to make money, but again, there's not really much to buy, so I guess it's not really something they should have put out yet. Double promotion speed, again, it's all job related. And then they also have skip Halloween, 1.5k. I don't think they should have done that either. We were going to do that, but then we thought, you know what, it's a Halloween event, it should be exclusive, you shouldn't be able to pay to win. What else have we got? Cash. So you can buy cash. What is the cash conversion rate? So 10,000 Robux for 10 million. I trust that they've thought out the pricing of these because sometimes you can buy things cheaper. Yeah, I think they have. I think they have. They do have free cam in here. The free cam. Oh, that's a really good idea. I do like the map. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the map. I do think there's a lot going on though. That's the main thing I would say. I do think there's too much going on. Like there's cars everywhere. It seems a bit messy. There's a lot of shrubbery. I just don't like the cars everywhere. I don't know. That's just my personal preference. There's a lot of images everywhere. You know what I mean? Like images everywhere. I think they've even got planes in the sky. I can hear a plane. I don't know where it is. Anyway, they've got planes going around. Look at all these images, man. There's a lot going on. But I suppose it is detail. I suppose it's detail. Joji, I've got to say you've done a pretty good job. You and your team, you've done a good job, okay? You haven't got a bad game here. There's a lot of work to be done. Obviously, it is an alpha. However, the driving and stuff, honestly, it is perfect. Like, amazing. I really like the driving. Like, even driving Empire, like, their driving is just a bit like what is going on, but this is really cool. I really like this. Like, it's really fun to drive these. I definitely could understand why people would want to drive around and play and, you know, whatever. Definitely, they need to focus. They don't need to copy. I think one of the main things is they don't need to copy Southwest Florida Greenville. They need to do it, but do it better, okay? I feel like driving Empire in Greenville, whilst it's a driving game, kind of, there's not much to do on jobs. Although Greenville, I'd say Greenville, there's a lot to do on the jobs. Southwest Florida, there's nothing to do. And I don't want them to make the same mistake. What is going on here? I don't know what's going on here. The UI as well. I don't like how they have this leaderboard on the side. I feel like it's quite outdated for games to do this. So maybe they could change that. The UI, yeah, like I said, the UI is quite simple. Not really that impressive, but hey ho. I mean, this is pretty cool, I suppose. Can you do anything else in any of the other jobs? Can you like customize your car or anything? I don't know. Anyway, so far there's nothing in this game that impresses me. They've had 80,000 visits. They've got 130 CCU right now, concurrent players. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good game for what it is. But yeah, it is still in early development and is not complete. Features are missing. So yeah, with that being said, we have to take everything that I've said with a pinch of salt. I'm not hating on the game at all. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying, obviously, it is in development. There's a lot to do. And my final verdict is this is definitely destined to be a great game. This is really cool. Very, very cool, I've got to say. Like, the driving is so good. I really like it. I really, really like it. Look at this, the nice drifting and stuff. I would say the one thing about the driving... Okay, one thing, is it feels a bit heavy. I don't know why. Like, it feels really heavy. Like, if I'm stopped and I try and... I don't know. I don't know how to explain. Like, it just... I feel like a car shouldn't drift like this. Although, is it because I've got... I don't know. Okay, when you turn on traction control, it's even more drifty. The cars just feel very, very overly drifty, and I know Joji likes his drifting, but it's a bit intense. Okay, it's a bit intense. But yeah, overall, decent game. Gotta give my credit where it's due. And if you're thinking, Cam, you chat all of this, but what do you do? Well, obviously, we've got Oxford Response here. Come check it out. It's a great game. We've had 2.3 million happy visitors. Everybody loves it. Okay, everybody loves it. There's a couple hundred people playing right now. It usually goes up later on the day. So yeah, very excited for you guys to check it out. I'll leave a link to this game as well if you want to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click the subscribe button. Shout out to Joji as well. Honestly, making games is a lot of work. A lot of work that I didn't know up until like a few years ago, a few months ago. So, don't hate on him. Roblox game development is not what you think. I mean, you literally have to place every single thing you see had to be like thought of. Somebody was sat here placing this part and placing this part and building this and thinking about everything you see. Everything you don't see as well. You don't even see these, but these were thought about. Game development isn't what you think, and you got to give them respect where it's due. Like even over here. They added an image right here. You're not even going to see this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click subscribe. Goodbye.